Have you ever wondered why you constantly feel tired, bloated, or sluggish, even though you think you're eating healthy? The scary truth is, there's one everyday food that's quietly poisoning your body from the inside out. It's sitting in your kitchen right now, hidden in your favorite snacks, breakfast, and even healthy foods. And it's slowly destroying your gut, hormones, and energy levels, without you even realizing it. Stay tuned, because in the next few minutes, I'll reveal exactly what this food is, what it's doing to your body, and how to protect yourself starting today. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. If you care about your health, energy, and longevity, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into something most people eat every single day without thinking twice. But it's secretly harming your body, your skin, and even your brain. So let's uncover the truth about this everyday poison and what you can do to reverse the damage before it's too late. Every day, millions of people unknowingly consume an ingredient that's quietly damaging their health: refined sugar. It hides under dozens of names like corn syrup, maltose, or fructose, making it almost impossible to spot on food labels. From your morning cereal and coffee creamer to salad dressings and so-called healthy granola bars, refined sugar is everywhere. And while it might give you a quick energy boost or taste satisfaction, the long-term cost is far more dangerous than most realize. Refined sugar triggers a spike in your blood glucose, forcing your pancreas to release a flood of insulin. Over time, your body becomes resistant to this insulin, leading to weight gain, fatigue, brain fog, and even prediabetes. But that's not all. Sugar also feeds harmful gut bacteria, weakens your immune system, and accelerates aging by damaging your cells through a process called glycation. Studies show that consuming just one sugary drink a day can increase your risk of heart disease by up to 26%. Yet, most people still consume sugar-laden products daily, completely unaware of the silent destruction happening inside their bodies. It's not just about gaining weight, it's about inflammation, hormone imbalance, and a gradual decline in your overall vitality. The truth is, this everyday poison is the main reason behind the energy crashes, skin breakouts, and mood swings many people experience. In the next section, we'll uncover exactly how this hidden enemy affects your body from the inside out. When you consume refined sugar, your body reacts instantly, and not in a good way. Within minutes, sugar floods your bloodstream, forcing your pancreas to release a massive surge of insulin. This hormone's job is to pull that sugar out of your blood and store it in your cells for energy. But when your body is exposed to this sugar rush again and again, day after day, your cells stop responding properly. This condition is known as insulin resistance, and it's one of the first steps toward chronic disease. Over time, this leads to higher blood sugar levels, increased fat storage, and inflammation throughout the body. Your liver starts converting excess sugar into fat, which builds up and can eventually cause fatty liver disease, even in people who don't drink alcohol. Meanwhile, the spikes and crashes in blood sugar affect your mood and energy, leaving you feeling exhausted and irritable. But it doesn't stop there. Sugar also damages your blood vessels, increasing the risk of heart disease, stroke, and kidney failure. It weakens collagen, speeding up wrinkles and skin aging, and perhaps worst of all, it rewires your brain's reward system, making you crave more sugar just to feel normal. What started as an innocent sweet tooth slowly becomes a cycle of addiction and internal damage. In the next section, we'll expose how food companies keep you hooked and why breaking free from sugar isn't as simple as just cutting back. Have you ever wondered why it's so hard to stop after just one bite? That's not your fault, it's by design. The modern food industry has mastered the science of addiction, especially when it comes to sugar. Companies spend millions creating the bliss point, the perfect balance of sugar, fat, and salt that lights up the brain's reward system. Each bite triggers dopamine, the same chemical released during gambling or drug use, making you crave more and more. Over time, your brain starts depending on sugar to feel good. You reach for cookies or soda not because you're hungry, but because your brain is demanding another hit of that dopamine high. The result, you become trapped in a cycle of craving, guilt, and energy crashes. And food companies know this. They hide sugar in more than 70% of packaged foods, even in foods you'd never suspect, like pasta sauces, yogurt, or loaf. At snacks, labels don't make it easy either. Instead of saying sugar, companies use names like evaporated cane juice, dextrose, or agave syrup, all fancy disguises for the same toxic ingredient. This confusion keeps you hooked and unaware. By manipulating your taste buds and brain chemistry, the food industry ensures repeat customers, even if it costs your health. But breaking free starts with awareness. In the next section, we'll uncover the shocking signs that sugar is already poisoning your body, even if you don't think you eat much of it. Most people think they're fine because they don't eat candy or drink soda daily, but sugar hides everywhere, and its effects often show up long before any blood test does. Here are 5 red flags your body might already be overloaded with sugar, even if you don't realize it. 1. Constant fatigue and brain fog. You wake up tired, rely on coffee to survive the day, and struggle to focus. Sugar causes energy spikes followed by deep crashes, leaving your brain starved for steady fuel. 2. Unexplained weight gain. Even when you eat normal portions, sugar triggers insulin spikes that store more fat, especially around your belly. 3. Skin problems, breakouts, premature wrinkles, and dull skin can all be signs of glycation, a process where sugar damages collagen and elasticity. 4. Mood swings and anxiety. Sugar alters brain chemistry, reducing serotonin and dopamine balance. That's why people feel irritable, anxious, or even depressed when cutting back. 5. Cravings after meals. If you constantly need something sweet after eating, your body's blood sugar regulation is already disrupted. These symptoms are your body's cry for help, a warning that inflammation, insulin resistance, or hormonal imbalance may already be developing. Most people ignore these signs until they become chronic issues like diabetes, fatty liver, or heart disease. But don't panic, because awareness is the first step to healing. In the next section, we'll explore exactly what happens inside your body when you finally quit sugar and how fast your body can start to recover. Once you remove refined sugar from your diet, something incredible starts happening inside your body, and it begins faster than you might think. Within just 24 hours, your blood sugar levels begin to stabilize, and your liver stops overproducing fat. Your pancreas gets a break from the constant insulin spikes, allowing your cells to start responding normally again. This alone can improve your energy, focus, and mood. After a few days, your gut bacteria begin to rebalance. The harmful microbes that feed on sugar start to die off, and the beneficial bacteria, the ones that support digestion and immunity, begin to thrive. You might notice less bloating, fewer cravings, and clearer skin. By 2 to 3 weeks, your taste buds reset. Foods you once found plain suddenly taste naturally sweet again. You start craving real whole foods, fruits, vegetables, and clean proteins, because your brain's reward system finally stabilizes. Around the 1-month mark, deeper healing begins. Inflammation decreases, your liver clears out excess fat, and your metabolism becomes more efficient. Your skin glows, sleep improves, and you feel a calm, steady energy instead of highs and crashes. Quitting sugar is not just about weight loss. It's about reclaiming your body's natural balance and vitality. In the next section, we'll talk about the worst sources of hidden sugar in your daily routine and how even healthy foods might still be secretly poisoning your system. Even if you think you've cut down on sweets, sugar still sneaks into your diet through foods you'd never suspect. Food manufacturers have mastered the art of hiding it behind innocent names and healthy-looking labels. The truth is, even your diet, organic or low-fat foods can be loaded with hidden sugar. Let's start with breakfast foods. Most cereals, granola bars, flavored yogurts, and instant oatmeal packs contain anywhere from 4 to 10 teaspoons of sugar per serving. That's more than a can of soda. Even fruit juices, labeled 100% natural, can spike your blood sugar just as fast because they lack fiber and contain concentrated fructose. Next, look at your sauces and condiments. Ketchup, salad dressings, and pasta sauces often contain multiple types of sugar for flavor balance. 1 tablespoon of ketchup can have more sugar than a cookie. Then there are energy drinks, protein shakes, and coffee creamers. Marketed as fitness or energy products, these drinks often contain 20–40 grams of added sugar, enough to trigger a full insulin surge. Even packaged breads, soups, and frozen meals can include sugar to improve texture or shelf life. This is why simply avoiding desserts isn't enough. Sugar is everywhere. To truly protect your body, you must start reading labels carefully and identifying hidden sugars like maltose, sucrose, dextrose, and fructose corn syrup. In the next section, we'll uncover what sugar really does to your gut health and why that's the root cause of many chronic problems. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria that play a vital role in your digestion, immune defense, and even mental health. But when you consume too much sugar, you throw this delicate ecosystem completely out of balance. Sugar acts like fuel for harmful bacteria and yeast, especially Candida, a type of fungus that thrives in sugary environments. As these bad microbes multiply, they crowd out the beneficial ones, weakening your gut lining and immune system. This imbalance is known as dysbiosis, and it can lead to a wide range of problems: bloating, gas, constipation, fatigue, brain fog, and constant sugar cravings. Even worse, when the gut lining becomes leaky, toxins and undigested food particles escape into your bloodstream, triggering chronic inflammation throughout your body. And here's the shocking part: about 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. So when your gut health declines, your body becomes more vulnerable to infections, allergies, and autoimmune reactions. In other words, sugar doesn't just make you gain weight, it quietly weakens your body's entire defense system from the inside. But once you remove refined sugar, your gut can begin to repair itself. Beneficial bacteria start to repopulate, inflammation decreases, and your immune system strengthens again. In the next section, we'll explore how sugar isn't just damaging your body, it's also rewiring your brain, changing the way you think, feel, and make decisions every single day. Sugar doesn't just harm your body, it manipulates your brain like a skilled puppeteer. When you eat sugar, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter that gives you a rush of pleasure and reward. This is the same chemical response triggered by drugs like cocaine or nicotine. The problem, over time, your brain becomes desensitized to that dopamine hit, forcing you to eat more sugar just to feel the same level of satisfaction. This is how sugar traps you in a cycle of craving, crash, and repeat. Every time your blood sugar spikes, you feel a burst of energy, but as soon as it drops, you crash hard, leaving you tired, irritable, and anxious. That's why so many people experience mood swings, anxiety, or even mild depression when trying to quit sugar. It's literally your brain going through withdrawal. Sugar also interferes with neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to learn and adapt. Studies have shown that high-sugar diets impair memory and slow down learning by causing inflammation in the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. Over time, this leads to brain fog and poor concentration. But the good news is, once you reduce sugar, your brain begins to heal, dopamine sensitivity improves, mental clarity returns, and your emotional stability increases. In the next section, we'll look at what happens to your heart and blood vessels, and why sugar, not fat, is the real enemy behind heart disease. For decades, people were told that fat was the main cause of heart disease, but new research reveals a shocking truth. It's actually sugar that poses the bigger threat. When you eat too much sugar, your body releases a constant flood of insulin. This hormone doesn't just store fat, it also triggers inflammation, thickens your artery walls, and increases blood pressure. Over time, these effects silently damage your cardiovascular system. Excess sugar causes your liver to convert unused glucose into fat, much of which ends up circulating in your bloodstream as triglycerides. High triglycerides are one of the strongest predictors of heart disease. Meanwhile, sugar also lowers your good HDL cholesterol and increases bad LDL cholesterol, creating the perfect storm for clogged arteries. But that's not all. Sugar promotes oxidative stress, which injures the inner lining of your blood vessels. This damage forces your heart to work harder to pump blood, eventually leading to hypertension, arterial stiffness, and even heart attacks. In fact, studies show that people who get 25% or more of their calories from sugar are twice as likely to die from heart-related issues. The tragedy is that many people trying to eat healthy are still consuming hidden sugars in smoothies, cereals, and low-fat snacks, unknowingly harming their hearts. In the next section, we'll uncover how to detox your body from sugar, step by step, and how you can reset your metabolism, energy, and health in just a few weeks. Detoxing from sugar isn't about starving yourself. It's about retraining your body and brain to crave real nourishment instead of artificial sweetness. The first step is awareness. Start by reading labels and cutting out obvious sources: sodas, desserts, candy, and processed snacks. Replace them with whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats like avocados and nuts. These stabilize your blood sugar and reduce cravings naturally. Next, focus on hydration and fiber. Sugar often hides dehydration and poor digestion. Drink plenty of water and eat fiber-rich foods like chia seeds, oats, and leafy greens to flush out toxins and keep you full longer. Then comes the mind reset. The first 5-7 days can be tough because your brain is recalibrating its dopamine levels. During this period, avoid artificial sweeteners. They trick your taste buds and keep your cravings alive. Instead, satisfy your sweet tooth with small amounts of honey, dark chocolate, or fruits like berries. By the second week, you'll notice fewer cravings, more energy, and better mental focus. By week 3, your skin, digestion, and sleep all start improving. Your metabolism resets, inflammation decreases, and your body begins to heal. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Every meal without refined sugar is one step closer to balance, energy, and longevity. If you've made it this far, it means you care about your health, and that's the first step toward real change. The truth is, sugar may taste sweet, but the damage it does to your body is anything but. It steals your energy, your focus, and even your future one spoonful at a time. But the good news is, you have the power to stop it right now, starting today. Make one small change. Cut out just one sugary drink, one dessert, or one processed snack. Replace it with something that fuels you, not something that drains you. Your body will notice the difference faster than you think. If this video helped you understand what's really happening inside your body, hit that like button. It tells YouTube this is content worth sharing. And if you're serious about transforming your health, subscribe and turn on notifications, because we release science-backed videos every week that help you eat smarter, heal faster, and live stronger. Drop a comment below and tell us what's the hardest sugary food for you to give up. We'd love to hear your story. Remember, your body is your home. Don't let something as small as sugar quietly destroy it. Take control, make the change, and rebuild your health from the inside out.